My name is Lebo. I'm an interior design student who has decided to take on some projects for family members as well as friends, just so that I build my actual project portfolio. I don't want to be going all out there, maybe looking for an internship or starting out my business, and I actually don't have a portfolio to give reference to of work done. So hence why I decided to take on these projects. So I'm a week into doing actual interior design work on the property, and already there are a number of lessons I've learned that I'm sharing with you today. So lesson number one is please, in as much as you build on your sample library when you're still at school, please remember to also build on your contacts or tradesmen directly while you're at school. You can even do that really even before you decide I want to be a designer. I think every household needs some maintenance there and there. So just those numbers that you get for your plumber, for your electrician or your tiler, that is how you build your tradesman library or directory. So you need to start working on that as soon as possible. So if you don't have people coming over to your house to help you with those services, you can even go at friends' places, or even when you see them in commercial sites, you can just approach somebody and say, oh, I'm an interior design student, I hope to eventually practice, and can I have your business card or your numbers? I think also, even if you're going to be working for somebody else and they have that person that they normally commission to do a job, and then at that point in time they cannot pitch, and you happen to have a number of somebody who can come and rescue the situation, I think that will be such a blessing to that situation or your employer. So that's lesson number one: build on your tradesman directory. Lesson number two: know the prevailing market rates for products and services. I will take tradesmen for example. Interior design is viewed as a luxury service. So if you approach people and you tell them, hi, I'm an interior designer, I need your service there and there, some people, when they just hear that word, already alarm bells go off. It just says money, money, money to them when they look at you. So if you know the prevailing market rates of the services that you are requesting, you're either able to negotiate or walk out of even the conversation if the price is just too low. The last thing you need is to spend somebody's money and then end up having work that is not done up to par. So if you are aware of how prices are going, you are able to negotiate, you're able to realize that, oh, this is a deal, and you take it. And what's better than giving client quality but also saving them price? We all want value for our money. So if you can engage people that you know that, okay, this man, yes, he's going to do the job, or this lady's going to do the job, yet at a cost that is minimal, then I think that will come in very, very handy. Point number three: you need to look the part. I know that we're not always looking a certain way, especially like if you're coming from site, it's not possible for you to be always looking proper and prime. But if you're a student or a practicing designer, this has been said before and I will repeat it, you need to look the part. In interior design business, it's a looks business. People want their places to look a certain way. People therefore expect the designer to look a certain way. Yes, interior design isn't all about looking like aesthetics, but you want to look at a person and then feel like, oh, this person can then come and remedy the situation. So if you're going to be looking all scruffy all the time, then I think sometimes clients or potential clients will find it very hard to believe that you will do a good job for them. I'll put it out there. If you're watching this and you're not an interior designer, interior design just doesn't deal with looks. There's a lot of science, there's a lot of mathematics that goes into it, but what is shown, which is in the pictures, of course, doesn't tell the story behind the picture. So a lot of work goes behind all those looks, and I know that it's not always really easy, but we could try. And then lesson number 4, network. I've said it as point number 1, where I talk about tradesmen, but it just doesn't only work for tradesmen. It works for either suppliers, it works either for clients. You're going to meet clients in the most awkward of places or at the most unexpected situation. For example, there was a point I went to a supplier looking for samples, and this client wanted to order a couch. So they saw me by the sample size and like, oh hi, you've been there, are you interior designer? But then I did introduce myself to them as an interior design student, and the lady actually said to me, you know what, I don't mind working with a student because sometimes we can't afford already established designers. So if there's a student who we are both willing to meet each other halfway, it's a good thing. And that was just coming for somebody who's potentially a client. Of course, I didn't take care then because it just gives me the chills. Like, I was sweating. I told her, no, at this moment, honestly, lady, I cannot do this. And on that, if you're going to take on clients and you know you're a student, that does not give you a lever, an excuse to deliver a shoddy job. If you take on a client, be willing to go over and above to deliver an excellent service, because you don't want to ruin it for the next student, you don't want to ruin it for the next designer, and most importantly, you don't want to waste anybody's time that is your client. You don't even want to waste that money. So those are the 4 points that I will share with you today. As time goes on, I will share more. Thank you so much, and